Welcome to this Agreements for Lease webinar, Key Points for Practice. I'm Natasha Dunn. My background is I have spent many years in practice doing commercial property work, including lots of agreements for lease, and I am also an associate professor and a knowledge and development lawyer. So agreements for lease, a fundamental part of usually development projects and often used in other scenarios as well. How and where do they fit in, and what should they include? So this webinar is going to answer those important questions. What's the role of the agreement for lease, and how does it protect parties, whether that's landlord or indeed tenant? So in greater detail, what am I going to be covering? First of all, I'm going to run through the key parties to a development so that we can actually put the agreement for lease into context. Then after that, I'm going to move on and think about why it's so important, and that's in respect of a landlord's position and a tenant's position. And then we'll move into the agreement in greater detail. So I'll be looking at building obligations that are imposed on the parties, timings, which are obviously crucial, measurement and rent, because often actually when you sign up to an agreement, the premises which the tenant has agreed to take obviously will not yet be built, and therefore they will need to be measured and ultimately for the rent to be calculated. Early occupation, so what happens when a tenant wants to go in ahead of completion of the lease, and then finally dealing with completion. And the last section that I'm going to cover is the interaction with the Building Safety Act and where this can have an impact in relation to key areas under the agreement for lease.